Welcome back, Prison Architect fans, to another episode of Evan Better Presents, and this is a landmark moment. Not because it is the 1,000 prisoner actually in the prison mark, but it is the mark of 1,000 jail cells. We have 999. There's number 1,000. And you can see here we have another 139 prisoners coming in tomorrow. This has all been... No one's been murdered, believe it or not. This has all been releases from the last video that you saw where I wanted to kill off people. It's all been releases. So we have another 139 coming in. I'm going to probably bring in the remainder right up to about 999 and then just flood the prison. 1,000 prison cells, guys. 1,000 prison cells. Boom! And, of course, that's just that one. I've got more than that. I got plenty more than that. We gotta be, I mean, the releases are to the point of ridiculous now. Like, there's almost been 200 releases since the last episode. No, I'm sorry, 100 releases. It's almost been 100 releases since the last episode. They just don't want to install these two pipes here. I don't know why. They just won't install them. I've been trying to get them to install them for like forever. They just don't want to do it. I don't know why. Alright, so we now have the capacity to hold 1,000 inmates. And with 1,000 inmates comes some very interesting numbers. Let me show you here. 100 cooks, 25 janitors, 10 dog handlers, currently 12 of 30 armed guards, 90 guards. Alright. And if those cells will ever accept, which this is another error that's happening now at this point in the game, is that cells don't want to place. For whatever reason, they just don't place. Like, they won't accept that these are cells. It counts it there, so we have 1,095 cells, but they don't seem to want to kick in over on this this side here. I don't know what to do to fix that. It just does it on its own. There you go. See, boom, finally did it. We have 1,095 cells. Because 2 yards just doesn't work, I've now left this as the main yard, and I turned the other yard into a super common room. Super common room, yep. Just a little easier to deal with there. The reason for the 100 cooks is it literally is taking 100 cooks for them to operate both kitchens. 50 in each kitchen. They just don't operate outside of that. As crazy as that sounds, it is. So we now have the capacity to hold 1,000 prisoners. I'm kind of excited here. This is a landmark moment. I've never seen a prison that can hold this many people, let alone built one. This is pretty crazy. This is very, very crazy. They will not put those fucking pipes in. Oh, whatever. Son of a bitch. Next episode, though, guys, will be our 1,000 prisoner landmark. You heard it right. 1,000 prisoner landmark. There will be at least 1,000 prisoners in here. Most likely closer to 1,050 or so, because I've got to be able to account for releases. And releases keep happening. You see we've lost another 6 prisoners since I started this video, and that was 4 minutes ago. The armed guards, I'm getting them placed where I need to get them placed, kind of idea. Soon they will be gunning the shit. It's, things are getting serious around here. Very, very serious. Excuse me, yawn. I never thought that a prison could be quite this big, but look at this son of a bitch. Look how many prison cells are in this thing. It's ridiculous. I never thought the prison could get this big. And we have this entire area to work with. We're not going to, though. I mean, it's to the point now, guys, where this thing is, after about 10 minutes of play or so, it starts to really bog down. I guess we can fire off a whole bunch of workers now. So we don't need that many anymore. We'll keep 20 on site to collect garbages and whatever else they do. Yeah, they collect garbages and stuff like that. So we'll keep 20 on site. But look at the friggin' chaos that is going on in here. It's funny. You see the confusion? There's 40 people assigned to working in the kitchens, and I think all 40 of them are in here. And none of them are in the other one. No prisoners are in here working this kitchen. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I'm just astounded by just how crazy this is. This fucking prison is crazy. So we'll look at the needs right now, just to get an idea of how are we managing the 750 prisoners that are in here. Well, you can see here, their free time is actually everything's getting taken of safety. Yeah, I wouldn't be concerned when there's this many guys around. Sleep, food, bladders, bowels. Everything's pretty much good. Food is finally getting taken care of to an acceptable amount. Sleep is starting to get impacted, but that is because of the fact that I only have 5 hours of sleep time assigned to these guys. I need more time to... Actually, I could probably change this one back to sleep. I was able to reduce the eating block to 2 hours again because with the 2 different kitchens, they actually do use it. They actually use the frickin' 2 kitchens. Can you believe that shit? I know, right? I'm fucking surprised as you were. And, this is very misleading. This should say produce 10 superior beds in 1 day. Because it's not. It's actually, you know what? You know what's happening? You know what's fucking happening? Is exports. Exports is happening. My beds keep getting made, and then boom, exports comes around, and they ship them out. I'm going to remove exports for a day. We'll just let them finish this. I have a solution to that stupid bed problem. I'm going to quite literally just remove exports. There'll be 10 superior beds on site. This is bullshit because it literally means you have to have 10 superior beds built in a day, or 10, not even a day. It has to be 10 superior beds on site. But with exports here, that doesn't work because as soon as the beds are made, they get shipped out. Inversion, fix. Fix, guys, another issue. So we're just going to do that, and we'll get rid of exports. And hopefully tomorrow, when they build the 10 superior beds, which they may be able to, I've seen them make at least 3 in a day. This will finally fucking be finished. Carpentry Apprenticeship Grant. Finally. Staff well-being is never going to get done because there's never going to be a point where we don't have any exhausted staff. I even fired all the staff early on when I chose this and it still didn't get rid of it. So there's no way to solve that problem. Just simple as that. Oh well, I accept that. I accept that there is zero way to fix that problem. Now, I was going to build a path from this door to this door so they can speed run through it. They don't seem to be able to do that. They seem to choose wherever the hell they want to go. So I'm just going to leave it like this, all open. And when I say path, I don't mean a walled-in enclosure. I mean, I was like, see how there's some paving tiles down? But you see the area they go across? It's fucking monstrous. I don't even know if I want to waste that much paving stone. Like, I'm going to have to take measurements here. Alright, so to about that point. And that point. The path has to be that wide. Wait, yep. If I was to put paving stones out here, I would have to make them that wide. And I'd have to place them one at a time, kind of like how I'm doing right now, because you can't do diagonals in this game. It's very voxel in that sense that everything is a square. Now I want to see the southernmost point that they go across here. As they get closer to the door, it would have to be that low. Which I think is actually in line with this. So that is as low as they actually will go. Oh, look at this asshole. You're a fucking asshole. Fuck you. Just to prove me wrong, eh? So you're gonna go a little bit lower? And this fucking guy too. What the fuck? Assholes. I want to plan it out just for this, for my own sake here, because I may actually do it. Alright, so then the most southern point that they'll go to is there. Okay, so if I build if I just keep building this diagonal all the way across here, they'll actually use... I'd have to fill in this entire section with paving stones for them to use this path properly. It's kind of crazy. That's a big fucking section to have to do just to get them to walk. Actually, I have a better idea. I have a much simpler solution that I just thought up. Now, they want to walk a certain path, right? And they don't want to go in a different distance. So I would have to do that. That would have to be the path that I would have to make for them. Or I could always just put fence and force them to go to the fucking direction I want to go, and then I can just fill in that. So we could always just put a fence and make them do only a path that wide, which is what I think I'm going to do. Yeah. There's a big fuck you. Try to force my hand? I'll force your fucking hand. How's that sound? Yeah, we'll do a path that wide. We'll put a fence, and then we'll just fill it in with the paving stone. Then they'll walk in the path I designed for them, and not this outrageous area that I'd have to put paving stones on. So that's how we're probably going to handle that. Yeah, I will not be held hostage by you assholes, that's for sure. Or maybe I'll just say fuck you and you guys can walk across the desert, I don't care. It takes a couple extra minutes to walk across the desert because it's slow. Whatever. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it when I've got some nothing else to do, which is a lot of the time. What do we... Ugh, they still haven't installed those 2 pipes. Why do you have a prejudice against those 2 pipes? Why? I'm going to dismantle these 2 shower heads for a second. And that light. Can I select the shower head? Is it possible at all? No, it is not. They hate the fucking shower heads for some reason. Those 2 shower heads, they just seem to hate them. I don't know why they have such a big hate on for it. I just want to see this. I'm not going to do a full shakedown. I just want to see 2931 places. 2,931 places to search. If I had to guess, that would take probably about 8 to 10 in-game hours to do that search. At least 8 to 10 in-game hours to do a search that large. That is some fucking craziness. Look at the whole goddamn prison is just blinking. Balls. Huge fucking crazy balls. I wonder what kind of things they're going to find. I have not done a sweep in a very long time. You know, I was hoping that there'd be like riots and shit breaking out in this prison, but honest to God, it's my regime, my use of dogs, my use of metal detectors, my use of and placement of the guards. What was that? None? They found some none? What is up with that? I've seen that before. My use of guards and shit like that, these guys never... At least these normal set guys never fight. They never fight. They never riot. 1 or 2 times they have done some shit. Like, still 0 deaths last 24 hours. I've not had a death. And still no escapes. Let's take a look at the contraband map. In the last 24 hours. The usual choke points. So... these are the usual choke points that stuff gets caught because the detectors are all there. Let's see the last 7 days. Ugh. That's just in the last 7 days. How fucking many spoons have they stolen? That is insane. That's crazy. I'm almost scared to hit the all-time button because I think the game might just crash. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that filth. Oh my. Some of these guys, like, they quite literally enjoyed the possession of those items for a very, very long time. Insane. Insanity. That is craziness. Wow. I can't get over that. Like, that's just awesome. It's so awesome to see that. Still no tunneling. I've had 1 tunnel this entire time I've been playing. Maybe more than 1. I can't remember now. We've already checked 1,000 places. 1,000 fucking places. That's insanity. So we removed exports, so we can try and deal with some of the problems of this son of a bitch. We'll see how that goes. Look at this, 94 spoons. 90 freaking 4. I'm gonna kill this shakedown at 6 a.m. when they wake up here. Now, I tried switching the regime. I thought, hey, you know what? What if they get a free time before the shower time? So I put free time, then I put shower time. You know what ended up happening? You want to know what ended up happening? They went from free time to shower time to eating time to pissing and shitting all over my fucking floor. Literally, this entire hallway became this green, gross puddle because after their shower, some of them piss in the shower, and then you can see it actually happening. Watch. You'll see bowels and bladders being taken care of. You see that? They're actually pissing in. So you're seeing them pissing in the shower. Alright? See that? It goes up and then it goes down, it goes up and goes down. These guys are actually literally pissing in my showers. Which is fine, because at least it's not in the hallway. Now they get their free time, and they're going to go and take care of their bowels and their bladders. So, regime. And we'll just make it quick free time so they can have a... And you'll see they take care of their bowels and their bladders now. See? Ta-da, and hygiene's growing a little bit because some of them are pissing. You can see this green crap in my shower here. That is someone taking a piss on my floor. That is piss. Fucking little shitheads. That's fucking piss on my floor. Little fucking dickheads. It makes me mad. You can see them all filtering through to different areas. Some of them want to go to the common room. That's working out really well. There should be a guard in there. Why can't I see anything? Get up there. You can see here, this giant common room is actually working out pretty well because now they're not all crowding on their tiny little common rooms. But that's some craziness right there. I mean, my whole intent was to have a smaller prison cell. Sorry, a larger yard. I wanted to split the population across 2 yards. Luckily, this is a larger yard than the first one. But look at how many prisoners in there. What? That's like maybe what, 300-400 prisoners. Yow. And here's the new issue. Since there's so many guys in the yard, they all funnel into the canteen like so. Now that was only 15 minutes to get to the canteen. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all because literally the yard puts them into the canteen. I can live with that. You can see here the rest of these guys are filtering into this one, but the problem is now that this one's starting to get too many prisoners in it because everybody's going to this yard and then they filter into this canteen. I just can't win. I've given up trying to fucking make this any better than it is. I'm just going to accept my fate, accept the fact that the prison does not want to cooperate at all. I'm sorry, did we already take in that 139 prisoners? Oh no, here they are. They're coming right now. Okay, guys, so there we go. I think I'm going to call this episode here. Make sure you like, favorite, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Next episode, 1,000 prisoners. 1,000 prisoners, guys. Make sure you tune in. Spread it around the forums. 1,000 prisoners in a functioning prison. I'll see you next episode.